हेलो फ्रेंड्स, केजी क्लासेस में आपका स्वागत है। आज हम आपको जेराल्ड मैनले हॉपकिंस 1844 टू 1889 लाइफ एंड वर्क्स के बारे में बताएंगे। जी.एम. हॉपकिंस वाज बोर्न इन 1844. He died in 1889. He is a matchless case in the history of English literature. So long as he was alive, nothing of what he wrote was published. His famous poems were first published in 1918. During these 29 years, he was almost in obscurity. Immediately after the publication of the first collection of his poems, he came into prominence. His influence was greatly felt. His effect upon the poets of the younger generation was so great and widespread that the aspect of modern poetry was changed. His effect continued for a long time and is still unexhausted. Hopkins was educated at Highgate School. There from he went to Balliol College, Oxford. There he became a follower of the Anglican High Church party. In 1866 he began Roman Catholic. After 2 years he joined the Society of Jesus. For a while he discontinued writing poetry under certain religious compulsion. There was a shipwreck in December 1875 in which 5 Franciscan nuns were drowned. Hopkins got inspiration to write a poem, The Wreck of the Dotslands. Hopkins was highly religious. He was also a great scholar. He served as a professor of Greek at Dublin University. Hopkins loved nature. He has to his credit some of the good nature poems in the English language, but he was much different from the Romantic poets, both in his opinion towards nature and in his treatment of nature. He left from the Romantic style of poetry. In his poetry he finds some sort of revival of John Donne. He adapted metrical forms and a verse technique which owed something to Donne and other metaphysical poets. However, he was far more an innovator than a borrower. He described his own system of prosody in the term sprung rhythm. He used the word inscape to denote his aim in the treatment of the subject of his poems. Hopkins is regarded as a difficult writer to understand even by his admirers and disciples. At the same time, he is considered as one of the greatest English poets. Hopkins was much ahead of his time. It is argued that had he published his poems during his lifetime, he might not have been accepted favorably. The Victorian age was mainly the age of the so Bell published The Age of Victorian Compromise of Order, Decency, Sense of Respectability in Social Life. It was at variance with his own temperament and outlook. The climate was not favorable to intellectual complexity and spiritual probing of his type. It was rather his death that the last decade of the 19th century, known in the literary jargon as the naughty 90s or the period of decadence, that the writers revolt against the Victorianism and against all those values which were so fervently cherished during the naughty 19 and during the Edwardian and early Georgian period. Much had changed. The First World War brought about abruptly a great change in every walk of life. Old values were broken during the war. The atrocities penetrated by the marching armies, moved the very foundation of the age-long faith in religion, ethical and moral values, and even in the inherent goodness in man's nature. People had begun to question the essentiality and efficacy of Christian observance. Spirit of inquiry crossed the border of cynicism. It was in this changed atmosphere that Hopkins' poems were first published. Hopkins brought forth realism in English poetry. His influence on the writers of later genius was most familiar. They imitated his style without quite clearly understanding and controlling his language. They therefore made poetry obscure, difficult to understand. This made poetry less popular than fiction. Nevertheless, he found some good imitators who were great poets and who made commendable effort to continue the Hopkins traditions. As such, it would not be an exaggeration to say that modern poetry begins with Hopkins. He is very often compared with T.S. Eliot. Critics find close similarity between Hopkins' cult and Eliot cult. His main works, Spring, God's Grandeur, The Caged Skylark, Felix Randall, Pied Beauty, In Verse Ned, Harry Plowman, The Wreck of the Dutchland, The Wind Over, Spelt from Civilized Leaves, That Nature Hereditarian Fires. फ्रेंड्स, आप इनकी क्रोनोलॉजी को और इनके वर्क को देखकर समझ सकते हैं कि इन्होंने एक भी सेकंड अपना बर्बाद नहीं किया और अपने भविष्य को उज्जवल बनाया। इसलिए मैं भी आपसे यही आशा रखता हूं कि आप लोग भी समय को बर्बाद ना करते हुए मेहनत करिए, अच्छा कैरियर बनाइए। थैंक्स, बेस्ट ऑफ लक।